Today, we are jump-starting this frozen Acura CL in the negative, freezing cold Minnesota winter. If you listen closely right about now, that click is our starter and tells us that although the battery has somewhat of a charge, being able to receive commands from the remote start, parking lights blinking for locks and unlocks, it is not quite strong enough from a cold cranking amp standpoint to turn the engine over, so we are going to jump it. So here we're just going to use a cheaper Amazon special, no-name jump starter. These cheaper ones are able to do the job just fine in my experience. And although they may not be able to hold a large capacity charge for extended cranks or repeatable crank attempts, it'll be more than enough for this small displacement situation. So here we're going to fire up the remote start, and you'll hear it attempt to start here. So you can tell from the extended crank that she wasn't too happy to wake up in the cold, but not too much drama there getting it started. So we have success, and now we're going to go ahead and pull it in the shop and get it charged and topped back off. Pretty self-explanatory, but this vehicle doesn't get driven too often, and recently here in Minnesota we've had quite the differential in temperature of warmer days to extreme cold frozen days, so that is kind of the number one enemy, the bane of a battery's existence, is that extreme swings in temperature. Okay, so an extra 30 seconds of runtime here won't make much of a difference, but we're going to leave the engine running while we get our charger set up and kill the engine before we go ahead and plug it in and add some external amperage into the battery. So speaking of Amazon special, the jump starter was a no-name. This charger is also a no-name. This one's kind of nice because I'll see a little bit of a readout from a current voltage and amperage into the battery, so we'll use that here. I wouldn't really rely on this for any heavy applications, but since we're really just kind of topping the battery off slow and steady, this will be just fine. So now that we've got the engine turned off, we're going to go ahead and get our charger plugged into AC power here. Probably not the biggest deal if I was to begin charging while the vehicle is running, but it feels like best practice just not to be pushing any additional amperage in while the vehicle's running, especially with a cheaper charger. I don't want any surges or anything silly happening there. And now that we have it plugged in, we're going to go ahead and leave this for an extended period of time, overnight into the next day. And that'll about do it for this video. If you guys have any questions or anything you're curious about, let me know down below in the comments. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time.